Hello everyone, welcome back to Jikook Diaries, a channel where every squeeze, every smile, and every small interaction between two people we love so much can become a heartfelt story. Today, we're going to talk about a moment that will likely be remembered as one of the most surprising, emotional, and confusing in Jimin and Jungkook's long relationship. Armies around the world were completely blown away by a moment that happened so quickly, yet felt so profound. A simple moment, no big announcement, no dramatic stage, no long words, just a short sentence. That sounded like the three most emotional words in the world. And from that moment on, one question immediately spread throughout the fandom. Did Jungkook just say, "I love you," to Jimin in Tampa? It all started in Tampa, Florida, a city that was once just a tour destination, but now a location constantly being mentioned by fans around the world. That night, the concert atmosphere was electric. Thousands of fans filled the arena, purple light sticks filled the air, and the energy in the room was almost unbearable. Every song was sung with passion, every movement was greeted with cheers, and every small interaction on stage was instantly captured by the cameras. But amidst all the excitement, there was one small moment that was almost overlooked. A moment that wasn't planned. A moment that happened so naturally that it felt so honest. As the concert drew to a close, the members stood on stage to deliver closing messages to the fans. They spoke one by one, expressing their gratitude, sharing their feelings, and showing how much ARMY's support meant to them. The atmosphere began to calm down. The music died down. The lights dimmed. And at that moment, Jungkook stepped a little closer to Jimin. No one realized what was about to happen next. Jimin was smiling, looking out at the crowd, when Jungkook suddenly turned to him. The fan cam, positioned close enough to capture the moment clearly. Jungkook's lips moved slowly. He seemed to say something very brief, very quietly, almost a whisper, and seconds later, Jimin burst out laughing, looked down, and covered his face with his hands. It was a simple reaction, but for fans it felt incredibly meaningful. Within minutes, the short video began circulating on social media. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube were filled with the same question. What did Jungkook actually say to Jimin? Some fans began replaying the video over and over again. They slowed down the footage. They zoomed in. They tried to read Jungkook's lips with great precision. And the more people watched, the more they came to the same conclusion. According to many fans, Jungkook's lips seemed to be saying three words, "I love you." Three simple words. Three words that anyone would say. But when those words seem to be directed so personally to someone so close, the meaning can take on something much deeper. From that moment on, the discussion exploded. Some fans suggested that this might have just been a normal expression of affection, like a friend saying, "I love you," to a friend. In the world of K-pop, especially among group members who have been together for years, such expressions are not uncommon. They live together, work together, face pressures together, and build a very strong bond. But others felt that this moment felt different. They pointed to the way Jungkook looked at Jimin before speaking. A soft gaze, a small smile, body language that seemed very personal. And most importantly, Jimin's reaction afterward. Because if it was just a casual joke, why did Jimin look so embarrassed? Why did he immediately look down, cover his face, and laugh in such a nervous way? To some fans, the reaction felt like someone who had heard something incredibly sweet, but wasn't ready to share it in front of so many people. One fan wrote on social media, "The way Jimin looked down afterward really made my heart flutter. That wasn't a normal reaction. It was the reaction of someone who was touched." Another fan said, "I've watched that video over 50 times, and each time, I'm more and more convinced that Jungkook is saying, 'I love you.' It's so obvious from his lip movements." Of course, not everyone agrees. There are also fans who point out that lip reading from a long-distance video is not possible, can be very misleading. Camera angles, lighting, and video quality can make words appear different than what was actually said. Even a small change in head position can make lip movements seem like different words. But that's precisely the beauty of this moment. Because even though there's no official confirmation, it has managed to touch the hearts of millions. It reminds us that a connection between two people can be incredibly warm, even without explicit words. And for many fans, the relationship between Jimin and Jungkook has always felt special. Since their trainee days, they've spent years together. They grew up in a stressful environment. They faced enormous challenges at a very young age. They studied, practiced, and dreamed together. And along the way, they built something that can't be described in just one word. Friendship, trust, closeness, loyalty. It's all evident in the way they treat each other. There are so many moments in the past that have made fans feel their bond is incredibly strong. Moments when they supported each other when one was tired. Moments when they laughed together backstage. The moment they hugged after an emotional performance. And every time a moment like that happens, fans always feel the same thing: warmth. The moment in Tampa felt like a continuation of all those moments. A small moment that brought back old memories. Some fans even said that this wasn't the first time Jungkook had been seen saying loving words to Jimin. In the past, there have been videos where Jungkook has been seen saying sweet things to Jimin when the camera wasn't focused on them. But the moment in Tampa felt different because it happened in the middle of a large stage, in front of thousands of people. That's what made it feel bolder, more honest, more emotional. And the more fans watched the video, the more they began to notice other small details. Like the way Jungkook stood a little closer than usual. The way Jimin turned quickly after hearing the whisper. And the way they both smiled a few seconds later, as if sharing a little secret that only the two of them knew. Those small details might seem insignificant to some, but to fans who have followed their journey for years, they felt incredibly meaningful. Because in long-lasting relationships, meaning is often hidden in the little things. A brief glance, a gentle smile, a word spoken softly, and sometimes a whisper. What makes this moment even more intriguing is the fact that there was no official clarification afterward. No interviews explaining what really happened. No posts addressing it directly. Just a short video that continues to circulate online. And perhaps that's precisely why this moment feels so mysterious. Because when something isn't explained, the human imagination goes into overdrive. Fans began to theorize. Fans began to analyze. Fans began to share their feelings. Some said it was evidence of an extraordinary closeness. Some said it was simply a sweet moment between two friends. And still others said that whatever it meant, it was still a beautiful moment. Because in the end, what matters most isn't the words spoken. It's the feelings felt. And if one thing is certain, it's that this moment in Tampa touched millions of hearts. It reminded us that even on a big stage, amidst the spotlight, and amidst the pressures of the entertainment world, there's still room for simple human warmth. A small whisper, a shy smile, a connection that felt real. And maybe that's why so many people can't stop talking about this moment. Because beneath all the speculation, there's one common feeling shared by so many fans. Hope. Hope that a genuine connection can survive in a stressful world. Hope that a friendship can remain strong as time passes. And hope that small moments like this will continue to emerge in the future. So, did Jungkook really say "I love you" to Jimin in Tampa? The answer is we'll probably never know for sure. But one thing is clear. That moment left a profound impression. He made fans smile. He made fans feel warm. And he reminded us that sometimes the simplest things can be the most meaningful. And now we want to hear from you. What do you think Jungkook really said in that moment? Was it really a confession? Or just a sincere expression of affection between two very close people? Let us know what you think in the comments, because every voice is a part of this story. If you enjoy discussions like this, small, meaningful moments, heart-pounding interactions, and stories that unite millions of fans around the world, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next story. Because on this channel, every second can be a memory. Every smile can be a story. And every moment between them can make the world feel a little warmer.